Brooklyn Independent Television.
My name is Shane Shanahan. I'm a musician living in Brooklyn for about the past 12 years. But I grew up in Western New York, in the Finger Lakes region, where I, from a pretty early age, was banging on stuff around the house. My favorite thing was a Tupperware container full of coins, so it had a nice buzz to it. So this is a frame drum. So basically we have three different sounds. We have a low-pitch sound called a doom. We have a high-pitched sound you can play on the edge. It's called tak. You can do that with your left hand as well. And then we have a muted sound that we call pa. You can brush it. So you can snap. You can, by wetting your finger a little bit and using the friction, you get a really cool whale sound. So I use a lot of Indian techniques, dividing the hand like this so you can get faster pa sounds. It's when you play this doom repeatedly, you create a drone similar to what is used in Indian music. So it gives you a nice pitch that you can sing against. So that's why I really enjoy playing this one while I'm doing some of the tube and throat singing. It's called a darbuka, and it is used widely throughout the Middle East, and it goes by different names depending where you are in that region. But this one is from Africa. You have the low-pitch sound, slap, and then a sound that's kind of in between, called the tone. So these over here are bongos. It's a really different kind of sound that we don't get from these other instruments, and it brings the ear to sort of an exotic place. So it's a fun thing to add into the context of this. This one is interesting in that it has these little ball bearings on the inside, and that allows you to create wave sounds when you roll them around. Combining techniques from Africa and India and the Middle East, you can create a pretty cool combination of sounds. So, I think part of what inspires me is just hearing sounds that I haven't heard before. And when I hear something that's amazing, I feel like I want to try to do that too. One of the things that really excited me was hearing the bansuri, which is an Indian flute made out of bamboo. And there's some great players here in town. I have one of my friends made me a really nice bansuri that I then just tried to start playing. It was really sort of connecting me to a more spiritual side of music making. I, as a percussionist, didn't really have to be aware of my breathing because I'm all playing with my hands. So I would occasionally become aware of my breath and realize that I was breathing very shallow. When I notice that, I try to deepen my breath, and I find that it immediately relaxes me. Musically, other projects that I'm involved with for longer than 12 years, I've been working with the Silk Road Ensemble, which is a group that Yo-Yo Ma put together that combines Western classical music with traditions from all along the ancient trade route. And we started by commissioning pieces from composers from that part of the world, and then brought together a bunch of musicians from over there, China, Japan, Korea, India, Iran, Azerbaijan, all over the place. along with some Western musicians, to play these pieces that were commissioned for the group. And then based on that, we sort of decided which pieces work and which musicians worked well together. That was the beginning of something that's lasted, actually coming up on 15 years now. He's always thinking about the big picture and how he can make a positive impact on the world, not just how he can play a great concert. And that's been very inspiring to me as well, to try to branch out and do more educational things and work more in the community and things like that. So it's been a great influence for me. And that's the great thing about living in Brooklyn and New York, is that there's so many great musicians from all over the world. There actually are opportunities to play this amazing music with people who really know how to do it. So it's a constant learning process, and being fortunate enough to play with great people from all over the world keeps me inspired and growing, I think, as a musician.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at breakartsmedia.org/BIT.